First, we will unplug the servo on the underside.
Next, we will want the playfield in the down position, resting on the service rails.
With the machine
In the down position,
we are going to remove our freezer for the Freezer Girl servo replacement. We'll start by removing these 3 screws with a number 2 screwdriver. Make sure not to lose the screws. With the freezer loose, we will take it to the workbench. Now, with our freezer, we are going to remove these 2 screws on the bottom with a number 2 screwdriver. With those 2 removed, the servo can be pulled straight out.
now we just need to remove this 1/4 inch Phillips and its twin over here.
You can rotate the servo to get better access if need be. With those 2 screws removed, the plate can be set aside. Now we just have to remove this servo set screw here, pull the coupling off the servo gear head, and then put it on the new servo gear head.
Before reinstalling the lady, let's quickly plug the servo into the machine with it on, and this will properly home the new servo. Now with her homed, we can install the arm back onto the servo and the servo back onto the plate.
So with the new servo mounted on the arm, we're going to set the plate in place facing out. Then install the 2 screws to fasten this plate back into the freezer. Make sure not to over tighten. With the first screw lightly snugged, adjust the plate to allow the holes to align and install the other screw. Make sure to go back to the first screw and snug it up. Now we're going to go back to the freezer and drop the plate in place. You want to make sure the cable is on the underside of the freezer piece here. Then put your 2 screws in using a number 2 screwdriver. Snug the first one. Then go back and tighten it after you are done with the second screw. And that is a reassembled freezer mech. We're now going to install the freezer back onto the playfield. First, we're going to take the cable and fish it down through the hole. Once down, we're going to take the freezer and line it up with the 3 corresponding screw holes. Once aligned, snug the first screw down to hold the freezer in place. Then snug down the other 2 screws. Be sure to go back and tighten the previous 2. All that is left is to go underneath and plug your servo in. Make sure to have the plug match black to brown for the proper orientation. Freezer servo replacement complete.